Alright, hello, this is Tempest 3. I have no idea how well this is working. I'll go check out if this is actually uploading yet or not. Let's see here. Checking my channel to make sure everything's working. Alright, yeah, looks like it's live. Okay, cool. So, I'm gonna go through my Galactic War today and see what happens. Generally, so since I got this team, I've just taken this one team. It's very rare for me to have to use any other teams to clear the Galactic War. Obviously, at some point, I'm expecting that's going to have to change until I get like Gen Zeta, which I'm not planning on getting anytime incredibly soon. I'm saving it for my first Zeta to be probably on Vader at this point, just to help with Rancor. So at some point, I'm sure this team's going to start running into trouble, but I don't expect to have issues today. Expose is really, really strong. That's the mechanic Jen has here in her leader ability. Expose is really strong on equaling damage across even teams that are higher level than me. So there are only a couple of comps that I really struggle with, and even generally, then I can revive someone if they die because of how Jen's abilities work. Mods and such that I have on, I don't have any mods I'm really proud of at this point because I'm still pretty new to the game. But I'm generally just running, because this is a PvP gen and not a rank war gen, I have to start out with some potency, so I think she's got around like 40 or 50% potency. Yeah, with her leader ability, it's actually, I've gotten that higher than I thought I had, but yeah, with her leader ability, it's like 70% potency. That's pretty decent to start with, and then her passive is that increases by 10% every time she crits. I don't have a crazy high crit chance, just over 50%, so she generally crits more than she doesn't. Nothing incredible there to see. K2's mods, I have some tenacity on him. Probably one of the only characters in the game I would recommend using tenacity, like tenacity sets. I'm looking to actually get some more tenacity sets going on that. So we'll see how that ends up going. But the tenacity is just because if he ever takes debuffs, his counter chances are reduced, which means his chance to taunt is reduced as well. So you just really don't ever want debuffs to land on him if at all possible. Let's see here. Cassian, I basically, his mods I haven't touched in a long time, but they're mostly just like protection mods. I have accuracy on his arrow mod, just because having him miss that, either his basic or his special, which copies all the debuffs, having that miss would just be crippling. So I try to make sure that that doesn't really miss ever. Sure, it's running in almost entirely crit mods, crit chance mods. I don't have the ability to farm crit damage mods yet. I don't have a strong Java team at this point, so all of those, I mean, some of those need upgraded, but in general, they did the job for me at least. So his crit chance is 64%, not incredibly high, but definitely high enough that he generally crits. I don't have him over 200 speed yet, but once I upgrade that, then that should bump it up over 200. So like I'll just have to replace that mod with one that gives him 30. Anyway, all right, I think that's, I mean, Baze is just health. I don't think I have really anything else on him at this point. Yeah, just health everywhere. So, all right, let's see what we can do. All right. So I generally don't want to use my AoE if Dooku's on the team. Unless Jin crits, I don't have a way to guarantee that he doesn't, like, unless I crit with her turn meter steal, he's just going to basic attack, get his turn meter back, so that doesn't really make any sense to do. Most likely, I either want to stop Geonosian Soldier or Phasma from going. It doesn't make sense to target either healer before anyone's health is damaged, so I'm probably going to try to target Phasma. Just see how. Let's see. All right, so that was successful. I don't think I need to use Tenacity up at this point. This is the moment. All right, so this ability from K2 has, because he gets potency up from Cassian, Cassian's passive, he's very, very likely to apply this daze. Hold on, I'm going to need to mute my mic actually here for a second. Let's see here. All right. All right, so he's dazed, and that's fine. Didn't really see a need to copy debuffs over, so. At this point, I just want him to die, so. Success. Consular is just going to be easier to kill than Luminara because she has evasion up, so I'm just going to try to make that happen. She already has ability block on, so she can't heal him. So that's the end of that. Now, if I turn Meteor Steel and crit, my problem is I may not have that ability up for the next round, so I'm just going to have to use basic attacks as much as possible so that I don't waste important abilities I may need, because I don't know who I'm facing in Galactic War next. All right. All right, that's a fairly simple team to deal with. Okay. This is one of those moments where I actually just kind of want to start off with the AoE, because now her potency is ridiculously high. Go ahead and use tenacity up, because they have a few debuffs they can apply. Sidious's AoE is not actually going to hurt me much because of tenacity up, so I'm going to go ahead and try to stop Luke from going. And then see if I can yeah, so that was perfect. Alright, so he's gonna, yeah, so he pulled the debuffs off of Sidious because that's what his passive does. Okay, if I keep going, Talia is definitely gonna heal, but it won't matter because I killed him before she could. Okay, so they both have slows on them. I really don't want to fight through Savage while she has a chance to heal him, so we'll see if we can kill her first. Alright, that was perfect. He won't be extremely fun to kill, but still shouldn't be a problem. First few nodes are always pretty easy. Okay. I have no idea how they hope to win with that team. have to save the debuff in case she happens to get off her. In case she happens to get off her advantage buff to everyone. I'm hoping to kill her first. Oh yeah, that should work now. Alright, so I'll just try to reduce the cooldown of his special. Windu can do some surprising damage to my team, even if he's under level because of expose. So we'll make sure he's out of the fight. Consular heals. Alright, we'll take return meter. Stun landed. Alright, so same situation as previously. There's no point in trying to kill Luminara. He doesn't have his heal up. She's ability blocked anyway. He was heal immune. It just made sense to do it that way. Alright. Ah, sigh. I feel bad for this team. This is kind of your meta. Everyone starts with these characters, like the starting meta. So I do have to be careful that he doesn't just, that Akbar doesn't just heal them because of debuffs. So I'll delete him from the game, and that should no longer be an option. Chewbacca is essentially buff immune because he can't cast his taunts at this point with ability block. Let's go ahead and hurt this guy a bit. As you can see, my characters don't hit nearly as hard as they eventually will at higher gear levels. Most of them are gear 9, I think. Yeah, everyone's gear 9 here except Jin, who's gear 10. Okay, interesting. So this is a comp where we have to take out, as this happens in Galactic War all the time, but you have to take out Uldaka first, or this just gets painful to watch. Okay. Tenacity up. I do kind of wish I had saved that ability, the daze, but whatever. Alright, she didn't get advantage, it's a little sad. Might just be able to delete, oh, perfect. I was hoping that would happen. I won't even bother wasting it, because I do want to have it up in case there's another Dooku in the next round. Okay, so a decent bit of tenacity, and another Uldaka I'll have to take out first. Oh, I might have just gotten really lucky here. Perfect. I got to drop both characters I wanted to drop in the first round. quirk. Alright, so 3 exposed procs. He's dead to anything, even incidental damage will kill him. Whichever tank he shoots will finish him off by retaliating. So at this point, Windu is the only other actual serious source of damage. Okay. That is a strange comp. So in this case, I have to kill Daka first, but Asajj Ventress, I need to have her be buff immune before I can really... Daka's gonna hurt. Sorry, Ventress is gonna hurt so much. I don't make her buff immune first, so let's see her. Well, that's one way. Okay, so I really don't want to kill her right now. Now I can kill her. Hopefully that will leave me a good place for the next round. Why? Why do people do this? This person literally, okay. Three of the 5 characters on their team have leader abilities. Windu's doesn't apply. I don't think Windu's applies to anyone except Jedi, but he does have 3 Jedi on the team, so that still wouldn't be the end of the world. Yeah. Or you could just make someone your leader who doesn't have a leader ability. That's fine too, I suppose. Alright, so part of how this team works, because I don't have Jin's lead yet, the tanks start running out of protection right about now, usually for me. But it doesn't really end up mattering. Because we get so much health steal off of, well, not health steal, well, we get a significant health steal, but we also get so much health regen off of turret. That usually I can keep the tanks topped up. get stuff to stop showing up. So Fett has to die first. He doesn't have to die both times first, but he has to be the first person to die. Or at least he has to die before getting a turn. Just because of how much he screws with my team. Alright, so perfect. At this point, he can't just pick a random target. I always have tanks up, tanks with taunts, but his ability to ignore taunts could be considered unenjoyable, considering how many buffs we sometimes are running. Okay. At this point, I'm going to try to stop Windu from going again, because that's just getting painful. Fives needs to get dazed. Don't worry about K2, he'll be fine. Just take a second. Alright, this is getting a little scary. I would like K2 to not die here. Alright, finally. There we go. And that is why Sure it is so nice on this team. Okay, took a bit of time, but it worked. So he's dazed, now he's also stunned. Now we're just going to slowly kill this guy. Okay, that took forever. Alright. I'm probably actually going to have to go. I can't finish this stream right now, because I have to go run some errands before 5. But I'll finish this up. I really want to record these last 3 nodes. I don't have time to do that right now. So I'll end the stream, and I'll record those later and probably stream that as well. Have a good day.